So, the Batwoman trailer came out 2 days ago. Has it really been 2 days? Wait, what? It's been 4. God damn it. I've really got to stop quantum leaping. That's right. I, Papa Gundam, have done the impossible. I have found out how to move forward in time.
Jesus. That was the worst piece of shit I've seen in my life.
I haven't mastered moving back yet. And this requires depression, a lot of alcohol, and sometimes Jobby the Hung videos. Before you know it, you wake up, the Batwoman trailer came out 1 minute, the next minute is 4 days later. People, for some reason, want me to watch this. I kind of watched it earlier, and I thought to myself, ooh, this is worse than everybody said it was. You know, I originally thought everybody was just like, oh my God, it's horrible. And I'm like, oh my God, it's kind of drama culture now. Like, everything is the absolute positive worst right now.
I do not want her getting in the way.
Who is... Oh my God. This is so bad.
To DC, to the Batman franchise, you want to come in and say, oh, look at me, I'm a hot woman, I'm gonna go make out with another woman. Oh, I don't want a man getting credit for something that a woman did. Bitch, are you fucking kidding me? You wouldn't have a bat suit.
She's a babe!
Batman, you wouldn't have any of that.
Really, Queen? Fuck. I will now attempt to watch the Batwoman trailer again, through its entirety, real time.
Crows represent order, security, safety.
Batman gave up on us. The Bat's not coming back.
This takes place in the DC timeline when Batman / Bruce Wayne went missing. I can't remember, was that like Batman Hush or something? I never really was a DC fan. I sometimes sit there and muse the idea of buying DC comics. You know, like all the ones that Jim Lee did, because he took over the Batman series like way back in 2006. And I love his artwork. But the other side of me is kind of like, but would I read them? Like, my time is so limited. Anyway, at some point in DC, Batman goes missing / Bruce Wayne, but he does come back. Then he died. Then he came back again through time travel and some other wild shit. You know, like, it's just, I probably got it all wrong. Please forgive me. So that's when Batwoman came into effect. She was inspired by what Batman did. Last I recall, oh, I'm jumping ahead. Forgive me.
Something's up.
Eyes everywhere.
Hello, said Alice. Shall we believe the crows will protect us?
Agent Morgan.
From the looks of it, I guess there's a female Mad Hatter. I didn't even know that happened. Deeper digging has shown me that this is actually Alice. She doesn't have anything to do with Jarvis Tech, aka the Mad Hatter. She's a Batwoman villain that has more in common with Batwoman than we would all know, but I'm not getting into the lore of that.
Copy. Do you copy?
Sophie's missing. I thought you should know.
Hey, Dad.
We're gonna find her.
Then let me help.
Bad idea.
Wait, I thought like Batwoman was single and then she hooked up with a detective in like the comic books, right? Now, what? I'm confused. Like, Batwoman hooked up with the detective chick when she was Batwoman already. Oh my fuck.
Where'd you get this? What happened to staying out of it?
Why the fuck does like Batwoman look like Adam Lambert? You know, what's up with that? Like, why does she have to look so butchy? I'm just confused here. It seems like they're really pushing that like she's a lesbian thing. Like, we already know. If you're into comic books, you already know Batwoman's a lesbian. There really doesn't need to be any more virtue signaling. But I guess is in typical fashion for most female heroine movies today, they got to be ultra manly, which doesn't make any sense. If there's all this like sort of female empowerment, why the fuck do you got to be a man to be powerful? You know what I'm saying?
Is there something you'd like to report to your squad?
Okay, this must be some alternate story I don't know of Batwoman. She was in the military with this chick she's supposedly with. All right, whatever.
We ran in without proper backup.
I do not want her getting in the way.
See, the funny thing is, like, they easily kidnapped her girlfriend that was in the military with her with, like, no resistance. The dude dressed as the White Rabbit took her out so quickly it wasn't funny. But not Sophie. She's super badass. She's beating up 2 guys at once. Almost unrealistically. The only chick I think that can handle 2 guys at once right now is Ronda Rousey. And this broad is not built like Ronda Rousey at all. Look how skinny those legs are. And you're telling me she's flipping 200-pound dudes. Like, it's really unrealistic. My ex was a gym rat. She used to have a 6-pack abs, the sculpted shoulders and back, the whole 9 yards. I haven't worked out in 2 or 3 years. You know, I'm like getting back into it now because I'm like, I hate the way my body looks. I need to look very ripped. So when I lay in bed alone and cry, it's kind of hot. To like James Charles, but not the women in my life. Anyway, point being, my ex was fit as fuck. She could outrun me and all the other shit, right? Not outlift me, though. So one day she's wrestling me, and she's like, oh, you're weak. That's what you get for not working out. And I'm just like, I'm only letting you win because I don't care. She's like, yeah, prove it. So I flipped her over and pinned her down with the greatest of ease. And then she's sitting there going, how is this possible? How are you still stronger than me? And I'm like, I'm a fucking man. I'm designed by nature to be default stronger than you. It's kind of like getting in a Ford Focus and then getting mad at the dude with the McLaren. I put all this work in my Ford Focus and it still ain't fast enough. It's like a chicken trying to take on a bull. The bull is designed by nature to be built like a brick shithouse by default. Even if the bull decides not to work out for a while, lay in the ground and eat some leaves for a few years, he's still a bull. And it doesn't matter how much pecking that chicken does and how strong its little chicken neck gets, there's a plateau that you can only reach and you cannot surpass unless you take some like anabolic steroids or some growth hormones. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to believe this scrawny ass lesbian, nothing personal, but this girl's scrawny, all right? She's built like it's James Charles. We're watching James Charles beat up straight men. What did you say about not letting me suck your dick, mister? You'll think twice after this ass kicking. It's always the same unrealistic shit. A skinny white woman is strong enough to fight a group of men. Oh my God. I don't care how long she's in the military. Nothing personal. I'm sure there's some military chicks that can handle themselves, but a large majority of them that I see in my local area, some of them are fat. And I don't even know how the hell they got in the military. The Marines wouldn't let me in, but I'm at fucking Panera Bread looking at fat white women. What the fuck is this? I think you'd rather have me on the front lines than Officer Tublet here.
Curiouser and curiouser. What do you want? I need you to send your father a message.
Batwoman gets the ever-loving stuffing kicked out of her, right? There's not a bruise on her face. Not a bruise. There's no bruise on her body. She just got cracked in the head by a cricket bat, which is a really odd choice for the female Mad Hatter. It's like, I'm not going to hit you with a normal bat. It's not wide enough. I'm going to hit you with a cricket bat. No, she's probably like, bats are Joker and Harley Quinn's thing, so I'm going to get a cricket bat.
And I don't want to lose you too.
The story behind Batwoman's father, I believe, is he was in the military as well. And his wife and daughters were kidnapped. Then when he went to save them, I think the terrorists killed the sister and maybe the wife. I can't remember. Like I said, I'm not really heavy into DC Comics. You want to talk Spider-Man?
Wayne Security. You owe my boss a new door.
Your boss is my cousin.
Now that's the weird thing. I do not recall Batwoman being Bruce Wayne's cousin. I could be wrong here. She is a wealthy heiress, but I don't recall her being related to Bruce Wayne. Also, what is with DC Comics and rich people doing good things by risking their lives? That is a serious fantasy. When you think about it, when Paris Hilton was on top of the world and she was the most famous rich person, what the fuck did that bitch do? Exactly, a reality TV show. That's what rich people do when they get bored. And she somehow figures out Batman's hidden shit like that? That simple? What the fuck is this? Dude, my ex lived with me for years. She never found my porn stash. You're telling me Batman, fucking Batman, was more lackadaisical with the Batcave than I was with my pornography? Oh my God. I gotta have a drink. See, judging by his trailer here, already this chick is amazing. She's amazing. She figured out Bruce Wayne's secret within minutes of being in the Wayne office. And for some reason, Lucius Fox is young again. That don't make no fucking sense, I'm guessing. Also on top of that, the Joker couldn't figure it out. Ra's al Ghul took years, if not decades, to figure out Batman was Bruce Wayne. Jarvis Tech, Edward E. Nigma couldn't figure it out. Two-Face couldn't figure it out. Batman's multitude of girlfriends couldn't figure it out. But his supposed cousin and tough as nails army lesbian, 5 seconds flat, she's got it locked down. She should, fuck Commissioner Gordon. She should be running Gotham, because apparently she's smarter than everybody.
You don't want to go to that. You were seriously not supposed to know what's down there.
So I have this thing with rolls.
Adam Lambert is now Batwoman. And what the fuck is the point of, like, is this supposed to be Lucius Fox? And he's just letting her do all this shit. I'd have tased the bitch the second she came close to figuring something out. Like, oh, hell no. Hell no, you fucking with my pension, girl. Drag her right out, call security. I got her knocked out. I think it's Adam Lambert. He's off the Queen tour. He's fucking with Mr. Wayne's shit. Had to put him down. Love the special effects for the bats. They look real fake at that point. What happened to the bat suit? What happened to the bat suit? What is this? What do they do? Go to Hobbytown, USA and buy the first thing they came across? This looks like something you could grab from the Halloween store. This is atrocious. They couldn't invest 10 minutes to do something decent. And since Warner Brothers owns the Batman IP, you're telling me they couldn't drag their ass to the prop department and grab one of the Christopher Nolan suits? They couldn't do that? They couldn't be fucked to bother? I could have sourced a better Batman suit. This is what he's missing? It's literally spandex with pleather on it. It looks like a child's costume. This is a shit you'd see at Comic-Con. Ah.
I need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be. When it fits a woman.
No.
This did not happen in the comics. What the fuck is this? She made her own suit. What are they doing? What is the point of taking an intellectual property that already has a fan base, right? And then fucking with it? Could someone explain that to me? We've already got a great story lined out. All we have to do is follow it. No. Let's completely and utterly change everything to suit what we want it to suit. This is fucked. And this, like, Lucius Fox is just going with it. He's doing whatever she says. No credentials, no proof she's Bruce Wayne's cousin, nothing. It's just her word. You basically let a vagrant in. Lucius Fox goes from being a genius to a complete retard in 3 seconds. These CW shows are just so trash. Oh, I love the sound effect for the whip, too. That was real epic. And they used it again. They couldn't get an extra sound effect. Uh-oh, the obligatory superhero jump that's been done so many times, it's like atrocious now, where they jump down on their knees and they have one fist down. What is that? By the time they finish posing, I could have ran up and drop kicked this bitch. You could have made me a mercenary and I'd have been done with it. I'm Deathstroke now. You kicked Batwoman off the tower and killed her. How did you do it? She was posing. So while she's looking down and being all brooding and imposing, I just kicked the bitch. This man deserves a raise. Ooh, what great lyrics. Move over, Beatles. Eleanor Rigby's a piece of crap. I need to hear this song called I Am Woman, Here I Come. How pathetic is that? It's literally a phrase different than I am woman, hear me roar.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Oh, Joni Mitchell, if only you knew this plagiarism existed.
You're a female Bruce Wayne.
Awesome, hilarious, handsome.
God, she looks like Adam Lambert, and it just bothers me. Probably because I hate Adam Lambert for making Queen shit. And on top of that, that was horrible. That was horrendous. You're a regular Bruce. So funny. So, oh my God.
I'm a lesbian.
How much? The hero we need. Yes. That's exactly what we need. Is here. I'd rather have Saitama from like One Punch Man because this would be over in seconds. But if you want to go with this, so be it.
Gonna shout it loud and clear so the neighbors all can hear.
She's basically only trained as a soldier, right? How does that equate to Bruce Wayne, who spent his life studying martial arts? In all forms of fighting, self-defense, the world's greatest detective, the greatest lockpick. Batman made Harry Houdini look like a guy who goes to children's parties. And somehow, a chick who's done basic training and then got kicked out of the army, I'm sure, because she was too badass, is somehow on par with one of the greatest martial artists and detectives in comic book history. Straight off the bat, because she's a woman.
I'm not about to let a man take credit for a woman's work.
That's one of the great things about like these social justice shows and this virtue signaling. In order to make the woman look good, we got to make men look bad. 101. Dare to defy. Defy what? I mean, really, what are we defying? The only thing that happened here is they took a character that was already great, and they could have just followed the storyline and been fine. And they just virtue signaled it to the max. Like, to the max. Wait, where's Robin? Wasn't Robin posing as, like, Batman during the time that Batman was gone? Not Robin, I mean Nightwing. So, like, there's that sort of discrepancy there. Where's Damian Wayne? Because I think that happened when Damian Wayne was alive. It's kind of like they just took the Batwoman IP and they just nitpicked the pieces they wanted to have in it and then tossed away the rest of it. Because then I guess the story would have to center around on some other characters that would probably end up being more likable than Batwoman is in this trailer. And that's not what they want. They don't want you to have like Nightwing running around as Batman and you're sitting there like, Nightwing's great. He's pretty cool. Batwoman, I could live without her, because that's not the narrative they want to push. So it's like selective comic history, much like the Marvel movies. Infinity War, if you like it, that's fantastic, good for you, but it would have been so much better if they actually did what was in the comics. It would have been way better. But whatever, fuck it, you know. It's like my guitar teacher said to me when I was a kid. He was like, listen, music isn't for musicians. You have to understand that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Music's for everybody. He's like, you'll understand later. And now I do understand. Music is not for musicians. I turn on the radio, hear shit going on. I'm like, what is this? This is trash. It's about as complex as taking a fart and wiping your ass with 2 hands. Now I look at comic book movies and I realize they're not for comic book fans. Comic book TV shows, not for comic book fans. This is made for, I don't know who, because basically when you look at the ratio, it's 61K dislikes versus 231K likes. This is a fail. Oh shit. The comics are great. I mean, not the comments are great. Can't let a man take credit for a woman's work, she says after breaking into his cave while using his suit and his gadgets. Zing, baby. Zing. That dude, Brian Rossi, he just hit the nail on the head. He nailed that shit right there. Whoa. CW ruins Flash, ruins Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, Riverdale. They can't possibly get any worse. CW, hold my lesbian. When it will when it fits a woman. That's it. Totally ruined. So cringy. Came back for the hilarious comments. Was not disappointed. CW, we produced Batwoman. Normal people, what did it cost? CW, your last brain cell. Oh, I see the Joker has decided to take down Batwoman by taking a job as a scriptwriter. Very sneaky. It's Batman. Oh, that's a good one. Might have to use that as a title. Oh, boy. You know, the problem is, and I still don't understand how nobody picks up on it. Whoever these like companies hire to be the writers and so on and so forth, they make one grave error. And it's this. Most of these comic book movies, video games, TV shows, etc. were made popularized by the male demographic. All right? It's not a whole army of women buying Batwoman or Batman comics or Marvel, etc. I mean, sure, there's women into it, but the vast majority of men. And when you take something that men are actually interested in, then you virtue signal it to shit on men, especially the ones that made the whole franchise popular. It's kind of like shooting yourself in the foot in a gunfight. I'll fix you, motherfucker. We need a politically incorrect superhero to save us from this woke garbage. That might just be me. No, I take it back. They'll kill me. This one's pretty good. Make the hero. Build the character. Save Gotham over and over. Develop all the tools and infrastructure. Woman comes along and uses his stuff. I'm not about to let a man take credit for a woman's work. That sums it up for society in general. That is pretty good, actually. Oh, that's a good one. Gordon, I never said thank you, Batman. And you will never have to. Batwoman, I'm not about to let a man take credit for a woman's work. Oh my God. I gotta stop because the comments are better than anything the trailers produced. I believe the children call that a big oof. Goodbye, CW. Well, CW still be around making shitty shows. That's kind of what they do now. I really don't know. I don't know what to make of this. It's just trash. It's sad. It's something that's just like, what were you thinking? And the thing was, they weren't thinking. They're probably hiring these fresh out of college writers that are all high off of their woke gender studies and social bullshit that they learned in school. And they're like, I'm going to change the world through art. I'm going to take characters you already care about and ruin them. If you really want to pass on a message, here's an idea for future creators. Come up with the whole thing yourself from the ground up. Don't take something already established to push your narrative. You're only going to get blowback. You're only going to piss people off. This is my old wallet. And this is the wallet The Ridge has sent me and sponsored this video with an offer I couldn't refuse. And for the added fact that they really offered me the cool titanium wallet. Now the script wants me to talk to you about the pointless stuff men carry in their wallets. I thought this was BS until I realized my wallet has a Subway's club card that isn't even activated, so I don't know why I carry it. This wallet is sleek, form factor, and minimalist. It also has IFID blocking, which I didn't know what the hell that was until I Googled it. The wallet comes with 2 metal plates bound together by a durable elastic band. It comes in a multitude of different versions: titanium, carbon fiber, aluminum, and a couple other options. This comes with a lifetime warranty, so if you don't like it, you can get your money back. If you're interested in checking one out with free worldwide shipping, really? And get 10% off when you use the promo code GUNDAM.